cannot hold me. Yeah.
Younghoe Koo all set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lance now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards in the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Lance. That's out wide here for Robinson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Robinson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Robinson again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and the production off the charts while he was in school, and also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
White's numbers from a week ago. 19 carries, 129 yards.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. White fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Again, this is White. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Zamir White, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Falcons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was finished off with a touchdown run by Zamir White. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The Lance going to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is fielded at the 27. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. For the moment, they're on top of their division, projected to host a wild-card game in the first weekend, but nothing is set in stone. There's a lot of shuffling that can still go on here. They haven't even clinched a playoff berth.
A lot goes into that one word you use, doesn't it? But. You're exactly right, because nothing's clinched. So that means another win is necessary, being able to play to the best of their abilities, because they can go from where they are right now to right out of the playoff race. If things go in the wrong direction for them, they've got to take care of business.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. The Falcons at 11-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll look to throw. Left side to Lamb. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action, the Falcons with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And complete to Drake London. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
And the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bryant. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's White. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
Second and 4. Touchdown! DJ Chark from 4 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, they changed things up on first down, trying to throw the ball. Incomplete, so they come back on second down and say, forget that, hand it off to the big man. And he ends up making it a manageable third down.
Lance going to try and throw on third down here. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Pulled in at the 24. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be Falcon football. And here's Zamir White returning to the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable. And really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. 62 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
First down, here's White. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Down he goes. The 49ers get there. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. He'll look to throw. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
23 yards the pickup there. On first down, Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Throwing now is Lance. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here's Zamir White returning to the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Over the middle, caught by London. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. He'll look to throw. Throws right back to London, complete again. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the slot man goes in motion left. Second and 1. Got London on a slant. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
First and 2 at the 26-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side, there's London. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Ritter and London team up there, first down Atlanta. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's White. Touchdown, Falcons! Zamir White. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now Youngway coup for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Lance's throw there complete to Myers. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Lance to throw it. It's Myers again with another catch. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Okay, ready?
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Lance looking to throw it. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A run to begin the second half with White. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll get that out to the flat to White. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Got a man here. It's Bryant. And this will move the chains again as the tackle is going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. 27 yards there. First down. They'll set up to throw. Into the hands of London. Oh, he pulls over it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! Harrison Bryant, his first touchdown of the year. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive in total 8 plays, and the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second down and a run by Robinson. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right around the 44. Gets past 1 man. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Desmond Ridder and the Atlanta offense set to go once more. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a round, too.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 now. Got a man, it's London. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now in the afternoon. They'll drop to throw. And Shark hauls it in. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their...
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Zamir White. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was finished off with a touchdown run by Zamir White. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his lance on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Ready?
Opting to run again here with White. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 44. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Bryant has it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sideline.
Now White lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Another carry here for the fullback, Juszczyk. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Here we go. Set.
In his own end zone, it's Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. So 8 yards on the completion there, and 3rd and 1 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Colin Saunders able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He'll take it at the 42. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game is certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And a short gain down to about the 33. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Algier will try to pick it up. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Ready?
On second, here's Algier. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter.